Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where at long last I will be discussing NewJeans' Super Shy. I know I'm late, I don't want to hear it, but first I do feel the need to address, yes, I have a giant thing of coffee here. Here's the deal, you can skip the next 30 seconds if you don't care about hearing me talk about this and you want to get to like more of the review, but I was on vacation this past week. Like, I was in town, but I was just not going to work. Like, I took vacation time. And I had a deal with myself. I had a goal for myself, which was that one night I wanted to stay up till sunrise. Because it's summer. Sunrise is like 5 in the morning where I live. So it was like not an unobtainable goal. And last night was the last night I could realistically do it. Because I am going back to work on Monday. So it was either last night or bust. So I decided I would do it last night. And the reason I have a giant thing of coffee, I went to sleep at 5:40 a.m. and I woke up at 9:30. So this is far from my first coffee. I need it and I don't want judgment. Also, another thing before I actually begin, have we noticed the influx of pre-releases recently? I feel like 2023 is the year of pre-releases. Not that they were unheard of before this year, but I feel like they become really common in the past like 6 months, where groups who would normally not do a pre-release, like NCT, EXO, NMIX, like all these groups who would normally just release an album that might have multiple like bigger songs that do well on them, are now just doing pre-releases, and that intrigues me. But let's actually get to the video itself. So, just to go over how this is going to work. I'm going to run through the song, give you my thoughts on it, and I give it a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. This song came out like 2 days ago now. I've heard it a handful of times. My opinions on this song very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the manga always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have all that out of the way, we can actually get started with the song Super Shy, and it's pretty good. I didn't dislike listening to it. I will concede, after listening to NewJeans the song, I was very worried we were going to go back to NewJeans the album vibes, aka very, very soulless, because that song, I have a review of it. I'll put it in the description. But I was not the biggest fan of it. This song, it's an improvement. They definitely sound like they want to be here more. But let's actually talk about the song. I'm going to start with the background music this time. This is the second song in a row where the background music has reminded me of Ditto. And whilst I get it, like I understand Ditto was so successful, I just wish they'd mix it up a little bit more in terms of their music. Like the place that had the best background music to me was the outro, because that's where they mixed it up the most. They had these effects going on. There was something going on. I didn't dislike the background music through the rest of the song, but I just feel like the best part was the outro just because they changed it enough that it didn't just feel like I was listening to a knockoff of Ditto a little bit. As for the verses, they were solid. The first one had the raps, which maybe it's just that I don't listen to NewJeans enough that their songs don't stick in my brain, because they don't. The NewJeans songs that live in my head rent-free are not good. Like, I'm not happy about them. But I don't think they've ever had, like, this much rap in a song before. Maybe, I don't know. I don't listen to NewJeans that often because I'm not the biggest NewJeans fan. But for these raps in particular, Hyun's could have used some work. I wasn't thrilled with hers. Minji's, though, I thought really fit the vibes of the song. On top of that, the second verse is definitely the superior verse. I just personally enjoyed it a lot more. So if you ask me, it's the stronger one, but it's not by that much, so it's not that deep. The chorus, meanwhile, is actually quite good. It does very much go with the sort of toned down, I don't want to say basic vibe, but basic vibe that NewJeans has adopted for all their songs, and this one went right along with them. One of my biggest issues with this song, though, is the Ditto coding. I feel like NewJeans is becoming dangerously close to becoming one of those groups where they just kind of release the same song for 2 years. We've all had groups like that. I can think of a group that I actually really like that essentially released the exact same song for 2 years, to the extent that I was watching a medley of their performances one time. Like, they were at some award show doing a medley, and you couldn't tell when the songs shifted because they sound so similar. I feel like NewJeans is becoming that. Because this song and Ditto have very similar energies. They don't sound exactly the same. It's not so bad where I wouldn't recognize the shift in songs in a medley, but I feel like they are getting dangerously close to that, which is an issue I have with NewJeans' entire catalog. I like when groups switch it up. I like it if they'll give me, say, an R&B moment, a full-fledged belt your heart out ballad, a pop song. I like variety, and NewJeans just doesn't really seem to be able to provide that. Big picture though, this isn't the worst NewJeans song. This isn't even the worst NewJeans song currently in the top 10 of the Melon charts as of me taking these notes. So I can't really complain too much. However, I also don't think NewJeans has the strongest discography. So like while I would consider this one of their stronger songs, that's not really saying a ton. But that's all I got for the song. So with that, it is score time. And overall, I'm going to give this song an 8.3 out of 10. My biggest gripe is just that I want NewJeans to mix it up. A lot of NewJeans songs all really kind of sound the same. I would personally like more variety, especially if you're going to do a pre-release. I feel like that's your best shot to experiment a lot because you can make the argument it's not a real title. Like you can just say, oh, it's a pre-release. It's not the main title. I obviously use pre-release and title interchangeably, but that's just me. Like NewJeans could have argued, oh, we were trying something new for this pre-release. And I think it could have gone well, and I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do it. However, what we got isn't that bad. So yeah, 8.3 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the song down below. Let me know how you feel. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter, @s_reviews. I will leave that in the description, along with all the other NewJeans reviews that I've done, which as of me filming this covers their entire catalog. So you can check all that out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!